Good morning. I'm not feeling it today at all. My mind is racing, my thoughts are spiraling a little bit, and I'm feeling a little bit kind of nervy and anxious. And that's just my nervous system is on guard today. It's a little bit frustrating sometimes, but when these moments sort of happen to us, when we're overthinking, our nervous system's on guard, we're trying to work something out, we're trying to like deal with an outcome or deal with a problem. Our mind is just overthinking. And it's very, very difficult because it's like we can kind of confuse like what's going on in our head for like the reality of what things might actually be. But what we're actually trying to do is normally we're just trying to work out something or trying to work out how it's going to happen or what we're going to do. And that just kind of puts our nervous system on guard. And in those moments, if we can catch ourselves before, like when we're ruminating, is to almost allow ourselves to just come down from that because and breathe through it. So like do a breath where the exhale is longer than the inhale, and you inhale through your nose and out through your mouth. So it's like a calming breath because we need to sort of calm down what's going on in our thoughts and in our bodies. And our breath is one of the quickest and easiest ways to get there to that place of calm. And then maybe afterwards also just name the thing, name it, name what you're afraid of. I know what it is that's going on for me. And it's kind of like, so I will journal on it or I will name it. I am struggling today because, or I'm afraid of this happening because. And when we name it, it kind of takes away some of that power in our thoughts and we can actually come down from it. So I woke up at like 5:15 and my mind was racing when I woke up. So I woke up with quite a jump and it doesn't set the tone very well for your day. And I meditated and it was just really awful. My meditation was just horrendous. Um, Lots of thoughts flying in, nothing. My body was just tensing up and not, I woke up like, oh my God, this isn't working. And you kind of, so I did some tapping and calmed down what was going on. And I journaled and I listened to something as well. I listened to like a lesson from something that I'm kind of doing at the moment. And it kind of helped towards that kind of calming. And then I went and laid in the bath and I allowed myself just to be, and I can feel it. I can feel that it's still slightly there, but I'm not going to react to kind of like the thoughts that are going on in my head. So it's about knowing that this isn't just, not necessarily the reality of the situation, but it's a spiral and your nervous system, you're dysregulated, you're feeling threatened by whatever it is that's going on. So I wasn't really sure what I was going to talk about today on this kind of day 9, I think it is, of my YouTube, but I'm sharing with you that and and how to kind of calm that because rumination can be really difficult and quite challenging, especially for individuals who are traumatized. Rumination is something that goes on a lot in your head. And because you're constantly trying to work out what's going to happen and how you're going to do it, where you're going to go, what you're going to do, what you're going to say, how it's going to be, and you kick into your head. So when you're in survival mode, if you get triggered by the external world, you go into your head. You just your survival brain takes over and your body is the thing that's on high alert and you're just constantly overthinking something trying to work it out and you actually can't work it out. So in those moments it's about learning to be able to, okay, this is my brain is going into overdrive, I'm overthinking, my mind is just like tossing and turning and I'm coming all these thoughts. Vocalize the thoughts, write the thoughts down, disempower them almost because they're not real. And it's like, and you don't have to kind of like believe every single one of them. We do have that choice to go, actually, is this thought true? Is this actually true? Is this true what's happening? I find myself very often if I'm in a dysregulated state, very often what my head will go into a spiral. And what I've begun to start to do is recognize that spiral of thought process and be able to go, okay, my thoughts are spiraling, my body feels dysregulated. What kind of dysregulation am I in? Am I anxious or am I in a sort of more of a shutdown, excuse me, a shutdown mode? And then I can take it from there and see how I kind of go. And but it's just I've just realized I haven't got my microphone on, so I'm really hoping that this recording is okay because obviously I've just talked about loads of stuff and it was really quite good. And who knows, I don't know if it's going to be okay or not. I will post it up anyway. But when we are spiraling with our thoughts, it can be difficult, it can be challenging to tackle, and it can be hard to deal with, but we can deal with it, we can work through it, we can recognize that some of the thoughts may not be actually true or correct. And notice, are we over worrying about this? Are we making ourselves really dysregulated by worrying about this? And allowing ourselves to calm. So giving ourselves permission to actually calm and go, okay, what is this thought? What am I feeling? What am I struggling with? Well, if I wake up sometimes and I'm struggling, if I wake up and I can feel my body's gone into shutdown or I'm struggling, I will literally say out loud, I'm not feeling great. I'm really struggling. And by saying it, it's almost like I disempower that struggle to actually go, I recognize that it's there. It doesn't have so much of a grip on me. But what I'm actually saying is, I recognize it's there. What can I do for myself? What am I going to do? And I don't push myself too hard. So have a lovely day. I've got a client in a moment. So I will see you tomorrow and have a beautiful day, whatever it is that you're doing. Take good care.